In today's video, I'm going to show you some secret auction sites where you can find sports cards at a significantly cheaper price than you can on eBay, and therefore make a lot more money when you sell them. But first, here's your intro. I'm excited about this video. We're going to look at some auction sites, and I am confident that I can say, I guarantee none of you have shopped on all of these sites. Some of them are pretty obscure, but with that also comes some kind of warning. Obviously, when you're shopping on eBay, the buyers are pretty protected, even overly so sometimes, I would say, as a seller. But when you shop some of the sites like what we're looking at today, while most of them are reputable, a lot of them are smaller than eBay, so do your due diligence and do your research before spending big bucks on a site like this. But let's dive into the list. We're gonna start with GovDeals. This is a fairly popular one. This is one where it's like liquidity surplus stuff from the United States government. It's not affiliated directly with the government. It's not a .gov URL, but there are a lot of stuff on here. Some of the stuff is really surprising. Occasionally, from time to time, they have sports cards, which we will look today, and they do. They have sports cards and collectibles. Only 2 auctions, but there could be some cool stuff. Look at this one, Atlanta, Georgia, $7,800. Let's check it out. There are 61 pictures. I love that. Bid increment right now is at $100. Let's just look through here. So I'm seeing some autographs. I mean, clearly if it's at nearly $8,000, there's some good stuff here. 2000 Major League Baseball. All right, just kind of flipping through. We got Ronaldo. Is that an Alex Rodriguez? Yeah, Alex Rodriguez flawless autograph. That is a big lot. Let's just looking through here. There has to be some good stuff. I know some of the stuff is catching eyes. I'm not going to be buying this. I'm not trying to spend $8,000 and then have to go pick up all these cards in Atlanta, Georgia, but just checking it out. I mean, pretty impressive. Brett Favre, Derrick Henry autograph. There's a 1/1 Eric Dickerson. Is that 2022 Prism? Not sure what design that is. Michael Vick auto. Looks like there's some signed jerseys. Some of this stuff is super duper modern too, like this Caitlin Clark. I don't know where they got this, but I do know that they're a fairly reputable company. Corbin Carroll /25, top Sterling dual patch autograph. Leo DeVries auto /150. He's going to be the top overall prospect here in a bit, I do believe. He's looking good. Christian Campbell, first Bowman rookie auto. There are so many autograph pictures on here. Immaculate patch of Jaden Daniels. Look at this DJ Moore Superfractor 1/1. Downtown Russell Wilson. Kaboom PSA 10 of Matherin. There's sealed product. There's a patch 1/1. There's so much stuff on here that I could make an entire video about this. So we're not going to do that, but this is on here. By the time you're seeing this video, unfortunately this will have ended, but keep checking GovDeals. They have a lot of stuff. Next up is Public Surplus. This one has, it's more vehicles and whatnot, but they do under collectibles occasionally have stuff that pops up. Like check this one out. This is at $620. Is this Magic the Gathering stuff with some Ultra Pros? I don't know anything about Magic. This might be an absolute steal. It might be something where it's about near its value. Looks like the increment is $10 per bid, but sometimes they will have sports card stuff on here, sealed product, liquidation stuff, whatever. But for now, it looks like I'm really just seeing Magic the Gathering. Here's books and stuff at $1. If you like books, if you're literate. Highbid.com is not government surplus anymore. I think we're kind of clear of those, but it is a pretty obscure auction site that has a lot of stuff, and there's a pretty good amount of high-end sports cards typically moving here. So we're going to look under all categories. I'm going to the C's for collectibles, and then that is going to get us, hopefully, where we need to be. There are 72,000 sports cards and memorabilia right now. Obviously, you can look through all of them. One of the more interesting things to do, I like to go to the highest amount. So we're going to go bid amount, high to low, filter it, and see what high-end stuff is coming to a close here soon. So we got some real high-end stuff, signed COA, Babe Ruth. Baseball, looks like we have some autographed Jordans by Jordan. But here we go, this is where it starts getting interesting. We have a Shadowless Charizard, PSA 5. It's at $4,000 right now. Looks like it does ship. It's going to end on the 17th, so it's almost over. I'm just gonna hop on eBay and see what these are worth. It's like the most recent sold for $7,300. so it's not nearly there yet. These usually do have some kind of, it's like a 25% fee, I believe. 25% buyer's premium applies, so you're gonna round up 25% whatever you buy. There's sealed wax boxes of 1986 Topps football, obviously a pretty iconic rookie class there. It's a Jerry Rice rookie, so those are cool. Looks like these sealed boxes, they don't have bids yet, but the starting bid is $3,300. I looked for comps on eBay and can't find any for those, so not sure what to do with that. Somebody must have had a whole case. It looks like there's like 10 of them listed. Here's a Michael Jordan 96-97 Skybox Z-Force. I have no idea about this card, but it looks like it is at $2,500. That actually is a little bit high. So you definitely want to double check. The most recent sell here was $22,500. So you definitely want to double check before you go buying anything on here to make sure that you're not overpaying. But you can definitely find some stuff that gets slept on, and it's a decent deal. Even like that Charizard. We'll see what it ends, but it's a good price right now. Proxy Bid is another one that is mostly commercial, but you can find some good sports card collectible stuff on here. They even have a category for it, I think. Collectibles. Cool. And then we can go to sports memorabilia, 3,700 things right now. Seized assets, if that does anything for you. Some of this stuff is really overvalued in the estimates, and then some of it actually seems like it's a reasonably good deal. Again, I want to go high to low because this kind of gives you a feel for what kind of stuff they have. And some of these obscure things could potentially be gems. For example, here's a 1999 Pokemon card binder. I don't know. I don't know anything about Pokemon, but it looks like we got some pretty good pictures of the different cards in here. I'm not seeing a Charizard, but I see Charmander and Charmander. Charmeleon. That's the other two. I wonder why Charizard is the... I know he's like the third phase, but I don't know why he's the one that everybody got attached to. Pikachu's the cute one, right? He's the main character, I thought. Either way, look at this. You get all these pictures, so if you are somebody who knows your Pokemon and you think that this is worth more than $160, hop in, give it a buy, give it a bid. It's on proxybid.com. Invaluable is definitely going to be a lot closer fill to eBay in terms of like being actually built around sports cards. So sponsored lots, Louis Vuitton handbag. I don't know how that got featured. I guess that's a collectible, but it's definitely not what we're looking for. We're going to go to memorabilia under the collectibles category, and yeah, here we are. So we are now looking at all the sports card stuff. Some of this stuff is incredibly overvalued. For example, because they give you like an estimate, I think, of what they think it should sell for. And some of this stuff sells for too much. Like, I don't think this Victor Wembanyama should be worth $42. And then there's like a 27% buyer's premium, I think. Oh, it's 22% on this one. But still, you're adding another $8. So you're paying $50 for this card. It's definitely, you can get a buy it now for $30 on eBay. This is super cool. 1950 Bowman Baseball Complete Set lower grade. So they're going to be in poor condition, but still super duper cool. I clicked on football over on the left side just to kind of see what they have listed. It shows you the end date on all of these. So here's a Optic Asia T-Mall box from 2022 that's currently at $34. Travis Kelce rookie. We have a 2024 Donruss Elite Blaster box for $28. Some Tom Brady rookies. Let's go over to Let's flip over to basketball. 2015-16 Excalibur, that's a Jokic rookie year. That's kind of cool. Some of this, like, see this one, they're estimating this Caitlin Clark PSA 8 base Prism rookie is worth $250 to $500. So that feels very deceptive to me. But as sports card collectors, you should know and you should have a pretty good feel for what this stuff is. And some of it might be significantly undervalued. So like the Steph Curry card right here, I don't know what it's going to land on, but I'd pay $18 for it in a heartbeat. LiveAuctioneers.com plays into this idea of treasure hunting, and this is a site that I check out probably more than most of the ones on this list because they do definitely have a more dedicated collectibles page. So you just go collectibles, you click sports memorabilia. We have some good stuff here. Look at this, Michael Jordan 1986 Fleer PSA 8. So there's two bids right now. This ends August 20th. This is something that I will be watching pretty intently. Bid increments are at $250 right now, but even the estimate is $5,500. It's worth more than that. Their estimates to me oftentimes feel pretty low. It looks like these sell for around $8,000, and then these have a 27% buyer's premium. So remember that even if you bought it for the estimated, if you paid $5,000 for it, you're going to add another $12,500 onto that, but you're still all in at $62,000. So you have a pretty good deal there compared to what they're selling for on eBay. These are cool, some vintage basketball cards. So you got some lots on here. None of these, like the Terry Bradshaw, looks like it has actually lived through a war. None of them are in great condition, but it is cool to see the lots, and sometimes, you can find a hidden gem here. This one I've looked at before. I think it's the biggest Derek Carr fan in the whole wide world. He has like the entire prism rainbow of Derek Carr New Orleans Saints cards. I'm good on those. Organization literally caused him to retire. Autographed baseball cards. If you catch any names that you're interested in, you can check those out. But I really think with these guys, the thing to do is to watch the high-end stuff, more so than anything. Even this 1956 Topps Mickey Mantle Grayback in a PSA 4, I think should be worth more than $1,000. Yeah, it looks like they sell for 22-ish, thereabout, 29 there. So yeah, their estimates can definitely be wrong here. AuctionZip.com has a pretty janky website. It's definitely nothing that has been built for user ease, but you can find sports memorabilia on there. They have a dedicated landing page for it. I have never bought anything from these guys, but I do occasionally see like targeted ads from them. So I know that it's at least out there, and if you're looking to like really make a deep cut hidden gem find, then you can snatch these up. EstateSale.net typically is used to help you find an estate sale near you, but it can also point you towards online auctions for stuff that you're looking for. So if I search sports cards, search using my location, then it tells me there's nothing around me. But if I just search sports cards, it might pull, there we go. So it flags Davenport, Washington, online auction, sports cards, Pokemon, unopened wax, online auctions. So it points you to more local auctions where you can potentially find some good stuff. So this one's in Imperial, Missouri. Bid on seller's website, gives you a little pop-up, and then it takes you to their website so you can see what all's being auctioned by these different people. So this one's more of a site to help you find other auctions, but I don't know, you can find some gems here. And then finally, shopgoodwill.com. My caution here is that when you go to like sports cards, a lot of this stuff oversells. I don't know why I jumped to the bottom of the page, but this stuff sells for more than it ever should. You would have to, I think it must be people who just don't really know about sports cards, just buying it, hoping to find a gem. But I have never bought anything here because I've always just been scared off by the selling price. Like, I know most of it that has been donated to Goodwill is like junk wax era cards, and sometimes they'll sell for $50-$60 for these random sight unseen lots. Here's one that looks, potentially modern-ish, but my guess is it will probably sell for more than it should. Either way, though, occasionally I've seen reports about people saying, people share on Facebook, I bought this lot on Goodwill, and of course it has some insane rookie card, so it's possible. But I just don't like going to sites where people are paying $50 for tubs of cards that are rubber banded together. I don't know. So that's my list of auctions. I hope some of that helped. Remember my metaphor. If you're a hot dog vendor working on the street, you're much more likely to make a lot of money in New York City than in a small country town. And the same logic applies to sports cards. As a buyer, you're going to pay a lot less and get better deals when you're buying auctions that have a lot less eyeballs on them. With that in mind, go out there, do some exploring, use your wisdom. Obviously, don't buy anything from something too sketchy. But I hope you find some good deals, and I'll see you next time.